Have you ever stopped to think about the impact of your words and actions on other people's lives? Perhaps without realizing it, every day we have the power to build or destroy lives, dreams, and hopes. That is why the commandment "do not kill" goes far beyond the simple physical act of taking a life. It invites us to be agents of life, love, and compassion. Are you living this calling? Before we begin, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next episodes of this incredible series about the 10 Commandments. Let's go on this journey of transformation together. The commandment "you shall not kill" is a clear prohibition against homicide, but it is important to understand the biblical context in which it was given and its implications. This command is not just a legal or social regulation, but a reflection of the sanctity of life that God created. Protection of life. From the very beginning, in Genesis 1 verse 27, we learn that God created human beings in His image and likeness. This does not mean just a physical likeness, but also a spiritual and moral one. Life is a divine gift and therefore must be protected at all costs. When God told Noah in Genesis 9 verse 6, "Whoever sheds human blood, by man shall his blood be shed, for in the image of God man was created," He reinforced the unique value of life. Divine justice. In Genesis 4, the story of Cain and Abel provides profound lessons. Cain, driven by envy, takes the life of his brother Abel. God, when confronting Cain, not only asks, "Where is Abel your brother?" but declares that Abel's blood cries out from the ground. This act of violence is not only a crime against Abel, but a direct affront to God and the divine order. Preserving harmony. When we take a life, we do not just break a physical relationship. By killing Abel, Cain not only destroyed his brother, but also shattered the harmony of the family and creation. Murder is a rupture in God's plan, causing moral, social, and spiritual imbalance. Did you know that this commandment goes far beyond physical violence? Subscribe to the channel and discover how to apply it in your life. The moral dimension of "thou shalt not kill." As we reflect on the commandment, we realize that it addresses moral issues that extend far beyond the physical act of taking a life. It also challenges us to be guardians of the life and dignity of all those around us. The moral dimension of this commandment is broad and deep, touching on many areas of our daily lives. Emotional and verbal violence. Words have the power to wound deeply. In Matthew 5 verses 21 to 22, Jesus not only reaffirms the commandment, but expands it, stating that anger and insults are equivalent to murder. When we criticize, humiliate, or belittle another person, we are killing important parts of their identity and trust. Metaphor. Words can be like arrows fired into a flowery field. Each destructive word is an arrow that uproots flowers, leaving the land bare and lifeless. Neglect. It is not only for what we do that we are held accountable, but also for what we fail to do. When we ignore those in need, those who are hungry, or those who are suffering, we are robbing them of their dignity and hope. In Proverbs 24 verses 11 to 12, we are challenged to rescue those who are being led to their death and not to turn a blind eye to the suffering of others. The death of dreams. Another moral aspect of "do not kill" is the responsibility not to destroy people's dreams and aspirations. When we discourage, criticize, or belittle the life projects of others, we are robbing their dreams of life. Remember, God has given us unique gifts and talents to flourish, and our mission is to help each other thrive, not the other way around. The moral dimension of "do not kill" challenges us to reflect on how our actions, words, and inactions can impact the lives of others. We are called to be bridge builders, not destroyers of lives. Have you been using your words and actions to build or destroy? The spiritual aspect of the commandment. From a spiritual perspective, "do not kill" is a call to nurture love and compassion in our lives. It invites us to be agents of life and not death in all areas of our existence. The value of reconciliation. In Matthew 5 verses 23 to 24, Jesus teaches us that we cannot approach God if there are unresolved conflicts with our brothers. This is not just about avoiding conflict, but actively seeking peace and harmony. Each act of reconciliation is like watering a plant that was wilting. Hatred is murder of the heart. In 1 John 3 verse 15, we are warned that whoever hates his brother is a murderer. Hatred does not have to be physically manifested to be destructive. It corrodes the soul and prevents us from seeing the image of God in others. Preservation of creation. The spiritual application of this commandment also includes our relationship with nature. God gave us the world to cultivate and care for, Genesis 2 verse 15. Destroying nature is also a way of taking away the life that God created for our sustenance and joy. Killing hope. Spiritually, we are called to be sources of hope. When we neglect our words or fail to encourage those who are discouraged, we kill their hope. A word of encouragement can be like light in the midst of darkness. How to apply "thou shalt not kill" in everyday life. In today's world, how can we live the commandment "thou shalt not kill" in a practical way? Here are some ideas. Practice empathy. Understanding the suffering of others and avoiding actions that could cause pain is a powerful way to honor this commandment. Be sensitive to the emotional and physical needs of those around you. Cultivate words of life. Before you speak, ask yourself, will my words build up or tear down? Choose words that encourage, heal, and inspire. Value life in all its forms. This includes everything from protecting nature to caring for animals and vulnerable people. Every act of caring for creation is a way of celebrating the life God has given us. Promote reconciliation. Resolve conflicts quickly and seek peace in your relationships. Avoid holding grudges, as they can lead to actions that hurt both you and the other person. Support the dreams of others. Be an encourager. When you help someone achieve their dreams, you are helping to create a full and meaningful life. Thou shalt not kill is more than a prohibition against taking physical life. It is a call to live in harmony, protect dreams, and nurture love in all its forms. Keep following our series on the 10 Commandments and discover how each principle can transform your life. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this message with those you love. The impact of forgiveness on preserving life. Forgiveness is one of the most profound acts of preserving emotional and spiritual life. Unforgiveness can be compared to an internal prison where resentment consumes vitality. When Jesus taught us to forgive 70 times 7, Matthew 18 verse 22, he was guiding us to free lives, both our own and those of those who have hurt us. Imagine forgiveness as a flowing river, cleaning away the waste that prevents life from flourishing. Forgiveness and healing. Studies show that forgiveness reduces stress and improves physical health. Spiritually, it is a way of freeing the heart so that God's love can enter and take up residence. Not forgiving is like carrying a burden that affects every aspect of our life. Reconciliation as a new beginning. Forgiving does not mean justifying the mistake, but choosing not to be enslaved by pain. It is a way of restoring peace, even when complete reconciliation is not possible. God calls us to be peacemakers, Matthew 5 verse 9, and that starts with forgiveness. Holding on to grudges is like planting thorns in a garden. Forgiveness is about pulling out those thorns so that the flowers can grow again. In this way, we cultivate a space where life can thrive. What thorns do you need to remove from your life today to allow peace to flourish?